Hi everyone, I'm Alex from My Progression, and in this instalment of our residential series, we're going to be talking about food hygiene and nutrition. If you've not seen part 1 of our residential series, then please see it linked in the description below. Today, we're going to be giving you an insight into food hygiene in a residential setting, the importance of food hygiene for the service users, awareness of service users' dietary considerations, and the different ways that service users get their nutrition. First of all, we're going to start with an introduction to food hygiene and nutrition. As per the Food Safety Act of 1990, it states that food must be handled, prepared, delivered and stored in a way that meets their standards. Food hygiene refers to any processes that directly involves food, such as storage, cooking, preparation, and specifically emphasises cleanliness and sanitation when handling food. Food safety also refers to the process that protects against any contamination throughout the supply chain, such as raw and cooked meats, or any food that could cause allergies, such as nuts or dairy. It goes without saying that maintaining a healthy diet and staying properly hydrated is so important, but even more so for our residential service users. It can help to increase their energy levels, control their weight, prevent certain health problems, and promote good physical and mental health and well-being. This is where you come in. Service users regularly need support with their meals. This could be by promoting their independence, by helping them cook or decide what to eat for the day. Or for service users with more profound difficulties, they may need help preparing, cooking, or even assisting them feeding them their food. This means that anyone preparing to become your own version of Gordon Ramsay, it's important to be aware of food hygiene and safety protocols. And definitely use less swear words. The 4 C's are a really easy way to remember all the steps you need to keep service users safe when handling or preparing food. Now, these are all things that we should be doing in our everyday life anyway, so I'm sure these won't come as a shock. The first C stands for cleaning. This means making sure that all surfaces where food is being prepared are cleaned before, during, and after cooking a meal. The second C stands for cooking. When cooking meals for the service users, it's really important to make sure that everything is cooked thoroughly and properly to avoid any illnesses. I'm sure the last thing a residential setting needs is service users with poorly tummies. The third C stands for cross-contamination. This means that certain foods should not come into contact with each other, such as raw or cooked meat due to the risk of illness. It may also include avoiding contact with any food that service users might be allergic to or anything that may be against their religious beliefs. And finally, the 4th C stands for chilling. This means that making sure that all food, either raw or cooked, is stored correctly to avoid any risk of illness or infection. Remember, My Progression offers downloadable certificates so you can prove your learning. See the description below for more information. No residential setting is the same. Some settings may require that you wear an apron and gloves when preparing food, whereas other settings with more independent service users may need you to give them guidance so they can prepare their own food or meals. Either way, the priority is always to promote the cleanliness of the setting to avoid any food poisoning or infectious diseases from spreading, which can be particularly prone in residential settings. We also know that no service user is the same, and each person will have their own likes, dislikes, considerations or preferences when it comes to their meals or drinks. These considerations may include dietary preferences, nutritional needs, cultural considerations, or any medical or special dietary requirements. So let's take a look at the medical or special dietary requirements that could be present in a residential setting. For service users with profound learning or physical impairments, they may require support with eating their meals. How service users consume their food will vary. Some may be in solid form, and some may get their nutrition from liquid or formula feeding. A new or supply member of staff would not be expected to administer any liquid feeding to the service users unless fully and formally trained. But having an understanding of the process is important for anyone who may be supporting during these meal times. When it comes to liquid feeding, there are two different kinds that you might encounter. The first is enteral nutrition, which is a tube that goes directly into the service user's stomach or small bowel. These are designed for people who have issues with their stomach or esophagus. That means that they are unable to take all of their food or fluid orally. The common kinds of enteral nutrition are nasogastric tubes, also known as NG tubes, which are a thin tube that goes through the service user's nose, down their throat and into their stomach. These people can still eat or drink orally if their medical professional allows, but their meals will be nutritionally balanced formula that is delivered through the tube. PEG feeding, which stands for percutaneous endoscopic gastrostomy feeding, is a tube that is inserted into the stomach through a small incision to directly deliver their nutritional formula. These are common in service users that need a long-term solution to make sure they get their nutrition, such as people with gastrointestinal disease or intestinal failure. The second kind of liquid feeding is parenteral nutrition, which is where a specialised form of food is infused directly into the vein. These kinds of liquid feeding include TPN, which stands for total parenteral nutrition, which is used when all or part of a person's digestive system doesn't work. For service users who do rely on TPN, this will be their only source of nutrition, which is delivered through a pre-made formula containing lipids, amino acids and glucose. These typically can take between 8 to 14 hours to infuse, meaning that service users who need TPN may start their infusion at night time while they're sleeping, or during the day if they have an IV hook or bag to carry their TPN in. While supply or temporary staff members won't be responsible for any liquid feeding infusions without full and formal training, having an understanding of the different ways that service users get their fluid or nutrition can help to promote inclusion and make sure that all service users are treated with respect and dignity at all times. For more videos to develop an understanding of working in a residential setting, view our residential series on our channel. And while you're there, like, subscribe and click on the bell to keep hearing more from My Progression. There's a lot to remember when it comes to supporting service users in a residential setting. But having a solid understanding of the fundamentals of food hygiene, the 4 C's of cleanliness, and the kinds of nutrition service users need means that they can get the best support from the start. I've been Alex from My Progression, and let's keep your career in motion.